to create the movement to go with a horse. Like you're too tight in your hips, which is the main place of where you need to start, and it just sends like a ricochet of stiffness out through your body. So, and then you're already in the motion, you're already trotting, he's already going, so you're just desperately trying to, flail around. Like, no, I'm like over exaggerating. You're not flailing, but you're just like everything's kind of been overreactive, trying to search for what it is you're supposed to be doing, and your hips need to be like you can't rely on the movement of your hips because it needs to be better. That for me that's the first part. And and even there's still a tinge of something that I'm trying to figure out in your rising trot that your hands still, when I'll say to you they're bouncing or um, which I think if you would have seen on the video yesterday, there was a time I think I talked about it. So it's not just a sitting trot. So that's, and I don't want to say that that's worse, but it's kind of like that even is more difficult. So usually everyone's pretty still in the, it's not so hard to get the stillness in the rising trot. So you definitely still have tension somewhere, even in the rising trot. So of course, the sitting trot's going to be worse. You know what I mean? Right. And and like with your horse too, it's a whole nother dynamic because with him, it adds another bit of layer of difficulty because when I ride on him, like there's this portion of him that you need to be strong back with him, but he's just strong back with you, and then there's all this like strongness, and then like the only way to get him through is to be able to really keep bopping him the legs. I don't like to use the whip, but sometimes we have to, and and I use it. But again, you have to be an extra better with your hands whenever. So you don't know that disconnect yet. Like you're still struggling with the main thing. But the only way to get him to feel like he stops pulling, you stop pulling, is to kind of just like, I call it like all hell break loose. Like he has to. It's just like he just doesn't go that 10% of connecting with his hind leg, and then there's just this heavy, he's like and against the reins, and he's just sitting there, and then you're just like, and you're just like holding him, and then it's like, so he has the worst of all the horses that I've felt. He has the worst feeling of that. So even as I try to be a soft rider, and I know that I can be a softer rider with him, I'm the hardest riding. So it's like that layer for you is like I'm trying to tell you how to like get soft and stuff, but your horse is a very heavy, stiff horse. So in the moment that he's leaning against you, you're not going to be soft because then he's getting what he wants, which is to get longer and be longer, and then that's why he's been winning all of his life, so far. So that's why that is a bit different situation than most. He makes it harder for you. If you had a horse that could bring his neck up and like for Donner, it's hard. Like and even if I get after him and he shortens and he brings himself together, it's usually not for like he doesn't hold himself there. So, but normally horses hold themselves there, and so that's what you don't get to experience with him. You get to experience with him. He's a good boy. He doesn't like kill you. He doesn't, he's not like so bad with you. He's very tolerant. Like he's a good horse for you. But that part is not good for you. But it's what you have. One day I hope you'll have a softer, lighter horse, but you may get a softer, lighter horse, and may have a spooky horse because they're soft and light. So he's a bit more non-spooky. He's a bit more blah. He's like, but that's why he's a calm horse for you. So, so these are the, we trade. Yeah, it's not that bad to deal with a horse who's a little heavy, a little bit doesn't want to go together, but like I can pretty much feel comfortable that he's not like, throwing you off into the mirrors. one day when you're riding. You know what I mean? Like so it's not a bad thing, but it's also we have to recognize that it's there and that it's a little extra hard. But it's possible because there's times when I feel like there's times when I've ridden him when I feel like this is okay. This is there's something really wrong with this horse. This is he's so kind and nice, but he's like, yeah, I can't do this. And then and I get a little like wow with him, and then he's like, oh, okay. And like every time that he goes, okay, and puts it together, and I think, okay, he's got to be okay, but it's not normal. This how he's so hard to because he's not even short. He's not even like a super short horse. But he's so heavy and so you feel like it's so he leans into you so much that when you're on him, you're like, okay, like this is he's got to be really short, and then you look and see, you're like, well, he's not really that short. It's hard for him. Maybe he has in his in his vertebrae in his neck. Who knows? You've never we've never done that. So like, I mean, and I don't know if we want to look at his neck and back X-rays because I think he may we may we may not want to look. So we'll be like, oh my gosh, we can't do this to him. That's kind of what I feel because he feels like it's really hard for him to shorten. But like I told you too, like my plan was is to just kind of hit it really hard to kind of help him to kind of I don't want to say force, but kind of long lining, push him together, the things that like mechanically help him to push together, and then do it, push him through, see if he gets some muscles that help to hold him there, and but that's the big like key of any kind of physical therapy. People that have problems is like even people with herniated disc like Marlene, that there's really the thing that you do for that is try to strengthen the muscles around it and try to, so that it's not bad what we're trying to do. I guess it just depends. And as long as he keeps going like he's going half decent enough, we keep going. But that is why he's a stiff horse. So he gives you like there's 10% or 15 or 20% of the kind of a stiffness that you're always trying to. You can't really softly let through. Like when you feel with Mac D, when we were riding with Mac D, steady, whenever, like last year, and you would feel that in the canter and stuff. Although he gives you a good soft feel now pretty much in the canter sometimes, if he's a slow canter, he's not, giving you this, we would love that canter to be better, but that's the canter that you can manage and that everything feels okay. So I prefer to kind of marinate there a bit, but I think that that's the thing that he doesn't really give you this place where you can really soften because then you soften and he goes back out another inch and then another inch and then another inch and then that inch he holds there and then he's like with his jaw, and so then it's just so hard to get him back to those 2 inches that you just lost that it's like, whew. So that's a little bit specific to him. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare him for some trot. Are you taking? And so, like I'm okay with this. It's a little long, but I'm okay with this. It's all right. I would say let's just do a circle or two at the like this. Think about your shoulders. We'll give him his time and his moment. Oh, and it just popped into my head before I forget too. Did they ever? Will you check and make sure they credited you for the Adequan at Tommy Equine? Okay, double check that because I was just looking at his hind legs and I'm like, he look okay. And then it reminded me of the Adequan. I should make sure that they. I think he just needs to get going. Yeah. So again, then we have to decide. Okay, so what day is it? Well, how does he feel today? Whatever. Do we ever really want to? The ideal would be that we don't really let him long, that we keep going short with him and whatever. But you'll see it in the video too. He's not lame, but he's like a little wide stepping behind, which is a bit odd. I don't know how to describe it, but let's just let him maybe a little bit longer and just let him do a little bit, kind of a little bit more more free trot to see if he steps. So we decide, you know, it's not always like, oh, he has to be like this or he has to be like that. I mean, sometimes we run into different days that, you know, we have to figure out what, give him a minute. It seems a little bit better. And just really think about your elbows now and your shoulders because it's longer. It's not so hard. Now you should feel really like you can work on yourself. So you'll see in the video, I don't mind this kind of frame. Not we don't want to do it all the time because this will become his new norm. But that you can maybe say, hey, I'm gonna if he starts a little bit you feel like he needs a little bit more length or stretch. I don't want him to go any lower than this. But if this gives him a little bit more fluidity and you can kind of feel like it's not so hard to get him to go and you can think about yourself, bringing your right shoulder down, not collapsing through your left side, your right shoulder, outside shoulder a little bit down. And really think about yourself here. Good. Again, don't let that belly go forward. Think of rotating the pelvis under and right shoulder down. Your outside shoulder down. Good. Is he pretty hard to get going today or he wants to stop? Yeah. So we'll go ahead large maybe and just again just a test to see if we can get any kind of desire from him to be a little bit better with that feeling. Give him stretches. And of course, always down the long sides are good places to encourage bigger steps, longer steps. Good. Through the short side, just try to balance them a little bit. Even with long reins, you can still go through the motions with your belly. And then tuck. On the long side, feeling that he gives a little response in his hind legs. When you give a little bit of a little like I give a little push with my bum and a little tuck with the upper calves, here you'll balance him a little bit more. Put up. Yeah, he's definitely taking some sensitive steps. Make a little more trot, and then we'll change the direction across the diagonal. But keep him in this rein length. Keep him here. It's okay. Because what we'll do this to try to get all his muscles kind of moving and stuff, and then we will pick him up and see that, because I feel like he gives a little bit of sensitivity in the front when he's too long, you know? So, you know, it's like we're giving him a little longer to kind of warm up his back a little bit more for his hind end, but then we're, you know, not doing great for his front end, but that's okay, as long as we know what and why, right? So same down this long side. Again, use this time to think a little bit about you, less about him. He needs to just be your machine that he's machining, moving you around. You're just getting miles. Think of your hands and that they can't bounce. That you have to feel that you don't keep them from bouncing by holding your arms stiff. You have to let your arms softer and your elbows more specifically open and close. So maybe touch the strap, touch the fleece, and open and close those elbows. And you have to feel that your shoulders come back more. Touch the fleece. So that right hand is bouncing. You feel it. So you're not touching. So touch. Touch the fleece. Touch the strap. Touch the strap and just keep riding. Hold the strap. Yeah, I think hold it. Let's just, since he's feeling a little bit like this today, it's a good day to work on this. Check your diagonal. And hold the strap on the buckle, so your hands are to the side a little bit. They're not up. They're on the buckle of the bucking strap. Good. And think about your elbows only. What's happening? Open your chest more. What do you feel? Do you feel the action that you need? Do you feel the difference now? Good. So keep doing this and keep feeling this. And then, but hold the buckle. Your hands are too high. Because if you hold up on the bucking strap moves. I want you to feel how they have to stay. Yes, do you feel the difference? Hold the buckle on either side. Because if you get it up from the buckle, then your bucking strap's really long and it's really like floppy. And then you'll still flop. Good. So hold your hands wide on the buckle. Down on the buckle. They're really attached to the saddle. Good. Try it again. Do you feel any difference from when you shifted them to the buckle? Okay. Good. There you go. Good. Good. Keep trying. Good. Go posting last, sitting into the walk. Keep your hands on the strap, on the buckle, and buckles on either side. Good. He seems like he's getting a little more energetic, yeah? And trot. Good. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Good. And trot. Keep your shoulders back, head up. No, it's your head has to stay there, not lean back. But your chest is rounded. You're rounded in your shoulder. You're collapsing in your breastbone. You're like, that's going inside. We need it up. We need your pectoral muscles up more, and shoulder blades and shoulders, the front of your shoulders down and back. More elegance. More pectorals up. More, more, more up and back and down the shoulders. This is looking better. Good. Toes last. Keep your heels back underneath you. And prepare, sit, into the walk. And trot. Good. So he's looking much better. You know he's long, but it's incredible when you do this with your hands. Because I think what's happening sometimes is you are leaning on your hands by accident. But again, it's a tricky thing with this horse because he's leans against you too. So you kind of like, he leans and then you lean and then you lean and he leans. Good. And go to the walk again. Prepare. And trot. Up, 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 up. Bounce your seat. Good. Let's go sitting. Open your legs. 3 times legs away. And keep the strap and feel that you lift your crotch more in the rhythm. Overly lift and bounce your seat. You lift in your pubic bone. Up, 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 up. Now, what happens to your hands holding the strap? Good. Keep going. Lift, 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 lift. Try to figure out how your hands can stay. Now, do you feel your elbows joining? But that's fine. Your forearms can be, so right before you said that, I kind of liked how it was. Just don't leave the buckles of the strap. And don't tense your chest and your midsection in trying to help him to turn or go one place to the other. Bounce, go, go. Let him go in the movement. Good. And then more trot, bounce and bounce, bounce, bounce. And then last trot, bounce left. And then more trot, bounce more. Open those thighs, sit on your bum. Find that you're not gripping in your knees to try to hold yourself on. Legs away and let the body weight let you sit down. Good. Bounce left. And more. He's really going now. This is interesting, eh? So this is a little bit funny that this is what put us to this point today. But again, how important the position and how you're sitting, how if you don't do this, it doesn't let him go through and do what we want. And trot more. And less. Keep relaxing and breathing and think of how down you can keep your shoulders and how much you can move. Analyze how much you're moving with him now. How much is it? More trot. Bounce with him more. If I feel like you would let go of the strap, you wouldn't go this nice with him. So you have to bounce so much while you're holding the strap that you can slowly start to hover your hands one day. Not today. But if you were let go your hands right now and you would bounce, you're not bouncing enough. Do you know what I mean? You have to lift your crutch more. It has to be more. Bam, 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 bam. Lift, 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 lift. Doesn't mean that he's going faster. It's that you have to go with him more, because if I would tell you to let go of your hands right now, you would not sit there the way that you're sitting now. So what you have to do when you have the idea of holding the strap is you have to use an experiment to think, how much am I using the strap to hold me on, and am I going with him enough? Good. They doing? I don't know how to describe. They doing though. That's the only thing I can't think of how to describe it, but that's they doing. I don't know. That's what they do. So keep going. Sit back more. Don't sit your head back or your shoulders back. Sit and lift. Open your knees. You're pinching your knees. You're trying to hold yourself too much in your seat. Your seat is very stiff. Open yourself. This is what I told you in the beginning, and it's basically true. You're not opening. You should be able to open your knees away and sit in your bum. Like open your legs away until you sit. The weight of your bum should keep down, because it's like if it's a clothesline pin and you open it up all the way and let it sit down on the line, the weight of yourself should kind of hold you in the saddle. Yeah, you should have some bouncing, but the weight of pinching, when you pinch your knees and hold yourself, that's when you get out of the saddle and bounce even more. Open the knees and trot again with your legs open. Sitting. Up, up. Good. Shorten the reins. Open your legs back behind you. Good. Open your legs. Your whole leg. Legs away 5 times. Bounce your seat. Shoulders back. Lift, 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 lift. Open your legs. Open, 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 open. When you feel that you're getting out of the saddle, open your legs. When you feel like you're getting more tense, open your legs. Open, 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 open. Experiment with this. Open again. Open your thighs. Away, soften. Away, soften. Away, soften. Away, soften. Away, soften. Away, soften. This should expose to you how much you want to grip your knees. Away, 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 away. Yeah, see, there's no problem with him. Look at him. Now he's going. Shorten the reins. Keep going. Keep doing this. Shorten the reins. Hold the strap. Legs away. Legs away. Good. Shorten the reins. Legs away. Hold the strap. Buckled. Legs. Legs away. Bounce the seat. Just wait. Bump, 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 bump. Lift your crotch. Lift, 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 lift your belly. Lift. Lift, 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 lift. Up, 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 up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Till your bum stays in the saddle. Open your legs. Open your thighs. Open, 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 open your thighs. Open, open. Take your feet out of the stirrups. Good. Do knee lifts. One and then the other. 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 Sit in your bum. Lift your crotch. Up, 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 up. Legs away. One and then the other. One and then the other. Sit in your crotch. Sit, sit, sit. Good. Lift your knees. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Lift your knees. Yeah, this is what we have to do. This is the problem. We have to get back to this. We stopped doing this because we did this very hard last summer. It's nothing. I didn't forget, but this is. We got into show, got into everything else. So we have to come back to this. All right, so let's do it again. And then we're going to go the other way. Legs away. Kick your legs. Bop, bop, jiggle your legs, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Just keep letting your heels come down. So I want you to see this in your video, hopefully. Your legs, heels can flop around a bit. They come down the legs. When you get to that point, do you feel any difference in your bum that you can keep in the saddle more? Good. Keep shaking those legs. Keep sitting your bum down, curving your squirrel tail under. And play with your legs. Experiment. Play with all kinds of like just do different things and check like, oh, how do I keep my bum down? This is and then he really wants to go. Good. And go with him. Breathe. Good. Keep going. Yes. This is what you're doing. You're doing this to yourself, and you're squeezing your knees and you're squeezing your thighs, and you're trying to, not. This is how you have to let go and move. And then with this, then you'll start moving your bum and lifting more and giving him calves like I do. But if you can't just do this, then when you go to give him encouragement to get under himself, you just go into tension mode. You have to be able to do this in rhythm. And look, he really wants to go there. Good. Change the direction. Legs away. Keep going. Little diagonal. Go, 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 go. Do not get in his way of moving. Up. Let your legs stop. Shorten the range just a little bit, but help yourself by holding the strap. Yes. Good. I don't want to see a big look forward, reach down, scramble to shorten the range, then hold the strap. No, hold the strap and with one hand and pull the rein like you do up on the top a little bit, and then the other one, and legs away when you're doing it. Practice coordination, doing a few things at once. Holding the buckle and let go. Lean back and in your bum and legs soft. Bum, bum, legs away. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Bounce. Lift, lift, your crotch. Lift, lift your pelvis. If you were with your skeleton and your pelvis, you were looking from the side, you would see the pubic bone rotating crap up, 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 forward. And legs soft. They got tight again. Did you feel that? Thighs really jiggly. Move them. Keep moving them. Every other stride, do something to move your thighs away. This is better. This is better. Now you feel elbows doinking, right? Kick your legs, kick your legs, kick your legs. Don't, good. You have to sit on your bum, and your saddle doesn't help, but you have to sit on your bum. Sit back on your bum until you don't feel your crotch. That's the problem. You're on your crotch so much. Open your thighs. Sit back until you don't feel anything in your front. Is it happening? Sorry. Yeah, just do whatever for now to get off your crotch until you feel it, and then we'll try to put you forward again. But kick your legs. Sit in your bum. If you're hitting your crotch, it's because you're sitting in the front too much. Bring your shoulders a little forward and sit on your bum because you don't want to pull your belly button into spine. And sometimes when I tell you to do that, I make you look stiff because you just like physically do the action of pulling your belly in. You have to pull your belly in and bounce the ball. That's why you have to practice on the ball, bouncing the ball with a flat belly. It's like when you're sitting, when we did the yoga sitting the other day in the barn. Sit with your belly in is hard. Relaxed. Good. And go ahead and take your feet back into stirrups and see if you can find the same feeling. But keep making your legs go away. With your feet into stirrups so you don't pinch on the knee. So taking the legs away. Open. Sorry. While you're walking, shorten the reins a little bit. Hold the buckle. Good. Either side. And walk. Hold your belly in. Everything stops. Everything goes. Trot. Hold the buckle. Legs away. Tuck, tuck your bum. Pop, 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 pop. Now stop. Hold. Walk. Open your chest more. And trot. Lift. Lift, 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 and walk. Hold. And trot. Legs away more. Thighs away. Thighs away. Jiggle, 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 jiggle the thighs. Sit on your bum. Your knees. Your lower legs stay relaxed. Your thighs need to jiggle. Your lower legs, they don't need to come away. So right now you're flapping your lower legs. That's not the part that I'm looking for. You clothespin your upper thighs. You pinch your knees. Right, right. So take your whole leg away. Remember how we go legs away, legs away. Yes, like that, like that. And you push away into the stirrup. You'll feel that you take the stirrup, your foot, your lower leg goes into the stirrup hard. If you take your whole leg away equal. Legs away, legs away, legs away, legs away. Good. A little bit longer. We're almost there. You got this. He is. He's doing really good. And you'll see in the video, I was like in the beginning, like, oh, what's wrong with him? And now it's like he's really trotting because you're not pinching him. He sucks back, yeah, because of the reins, but also he has a doubly because your knees are pinched. Legs away, and then legs in, then legs away, then legs in, then legs away, then legs in, then whole legs away, whole thighs away. Do you feel your bum sit in the saddle more? Good, legs away, and then soften. Try it again. Hold the buckle so you're too up on the strap. It lets you move too much. Your elbows have to join, but your hands stay strong and steady. Close your fingers on the buckle. Bounce, bounce, lift, lift. Legs away. Yes, yes, this is better. This is better. Do you feel it? Lift, 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 and grow tall and forward your chin. Up, 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 up. Good, and walk. Hold your belly in. Close your thighs. Good, and go. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop your chin. Lift, 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 lift your crotch. Up, up, up. More, more. Lift, lift. Legs away. Lift, lift, lift. So you're gonna like scoot the saddle, bounce it forward. Hop, bounce the saddle. Up, up, up. Bring the saddle with your bum. Up. Legs away. Legs away. Lift, 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 and then tap your calves. Lift, lift, legs away and tap. Yes, yes. Good. And soften your neck and your chest. Look left and right. Let your elbows go. Yes, 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 yes. Lift, 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 lift. Legs away, legs away, legs away, legs away, and tap the calves. Hop. On, off. Bam. Legs, legs, soft, legs, soft, legs, soft. Lift, 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 lift. Breathe. Ha, 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 ha. In and out through the nose. Out through the mouth. I want to hear you breathe more. You have to figure out how you're going to sit there, and you can't stop. Up, up, up. Ah, this is nice. You feel it? Up, up, figure that you have control in your bounce. Good, and we walk. Very good. Give them a lot of scratches. Good. Give them a lot of scratches. Really good. So it's a different kind of lesson today, but I think that you'll be interested to see the video. Maybe press stop and then record again to make sure that you got this one saved. Hopefully it